Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Civ 3 World War II. So there might be some background noise randomly throughout this particular video. I've got guests who are around, and they got small children like me, so you never know. There could be some noise. Can these guys fly directly over? Yes, cool. We'll have to see how this works. Hindenburg. We need more ships over here, 100%. We need more of everything over there. Alright, I forget. Yeah, no, they can't make it. They can't even make that. Dumb. Trash. Go to Mao and think about what you've done. These are the ones that can only go to... Is it here? No. It's a Agades. Agades? I don't know how you pronounce that. Alright. Well, hopefully that's all the new ones of them. Because I don't feel like moving a bunch of others. Have I moved any 88s in here yet? No. Okay, but we need more. So that's just where they're gonna go. Man, remember when the enemies used to attack Ponta Delgada? That was a while ago. Okay, so they cannot make it. So we're gonna have to carrier across. Do we have carriers here? We do. You guys are gonna go here. Hopefully that'll do. Alright. More bombing. Knowing what the enemy numbers look like, I say we just start hitting Edmonton as well once we're through with these other places. Okay, they still can't hit anything. Try as they might. Yeah, they probably flew in some of their fighters, the few that they do have. Let me see first, actually. Can Prince Rupert, is this also fighter covered? It is. I'm fairly certain I have more than enough planes to deal with both pretty comfortably, though. I mean, we have a lot of 88s out here. Okay, that's it for the planes in there. Let's just beat these Matildas into the dirt. Hopefully we're chewing up the last of their actual competent Spitfires. You know, they lost most of them just now at St. John's, but they still have 1 or 2 dozen actual Spitfires and Hurricanes that are strong enough to easily shoot down our 88s. Anyone who watched my British game knows how effective they are. I use them a lot. Trying to find a way. That'll do. That a militia? Yep. Sucks to be you. Okay, now. Volkwolf. Yeah, no, they definitely can't go far enough to actually hit that city. So yeah, let's just hit Edmonton. We'll get shot down once or twice, and then we'll punch right through them. Can see a little more over here. That's about it, though. Although I should keep an eye on our northern flank. Hold on. Alright. This is in the hills, so we definitely want to be sure to beat it down. Oh, I forgot Prince Albert's the capital. We're going to be right up on top of him before too long. Yeah, it was definitely costly, but I think our victories both here at Peace River and over there at St. John's were just so definitive. Like, we took out so many of their planes in the process of both of those attacks. They just got nothing. Poor Britain has been reduced to nothing but a shadow. Pretty sure we've taken out the last of their Halifaxes and Lancasters, and they can't build anymore, so it's just Blackburns. And if we hit them long before we actually get near their cities, they'll never be able to use them because Blackburns have pretty limited range. I got great use out of Blackburns when I was Britain. And I think I should definitely send quite a few of my men. Like, what do I have here? A few infantry, a few tanks. They don't have much in Chippewa Art, but it's enough to actually be a threat. So I should probably send one, maybe two more tanks with them. Yeah, the rest will then head south to Edmonton. Because this one is in hills, and it's easier for them to reinforce, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about its radar tower, which is also on a mountain. I guess I could bomb the thing out, but it might be connected to an important road. I won't know until I get closer, so we're just going to go with most of our army in the meantime. We're still hitting stuff, so they must have quite a bit there. Might be some screaming right now. Bear with me. I think my son was asleep and he just woke up, so it's legit. Let's see what Edmonton looks like. Great Britain, spy, investigate. Now that we've reduced it, yeah, no, it's gone. Oh, that's just it's poor artillery that we've been wiping out. Alright, well, good enough for me. That'll do. These guys will stay here for now. Again, first 262s in North America. Okay, looks like they're still retreating. That's for the best. Okay, more US infantry, because of course there are. Can I just kill this guy first? Panzer, you kill. Thank you. Let's turn battles on. We're gonna take this thing. These guys. Oh yeah, the garrison. I forgot about that thing. Poor guy, he didn't have a chance. Of course, they still have wine further north. Okay. So Portland and Boise, it's gonna be a handful to get to either one. Although they've actually done good work, so we can move through the roads. I'll split my army, I think, and send them in both directions. Let's see. We cannot hit Portland from here. Okay, so these guys are moving. Portland and Seattle area, that's pretty big. Alright. Can't actually breach them yet. I think I got a bunch of 88s around, though. Don't I? Like, there's a bunch up here, too. Yeah, no, we're good. These guys will focus on their area. Right, battles. Here we go. They didn't even fly any fighters in. I don't think they have enough. Much more shocking is the fact that we actually hit our target 3 times in a row there. And those were the Wolverines. There we go. And Salt Lake. Are these guys? Yeah, no, they're on a hill. That's what I thought. We were just doing really good damage. Cool. My HQs are here, aren't they? They're here. So we'll leave him, because we can get him. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're in range of 87Bs, so you're dead. Oh, so is he. Alright. I forgot that. I guess I could send one guy to St. Louis, but he can't do anything there. I don't know. Do I have another army of tanks? What am I doing for St. Louis? Is it this? Yeah, those tanks are headed north. Okay. I guess, yeah, let's get it moving here. Oh, right, these guys. The infantry that are just running around the area. I don't think I can get the one on the mountain, or him with my 87Bs. You certainly can't. Yeah, it's a Jackson. That is not. I forget. We are able to hit Nashville. That's what I thought. I just couldn't remember. Okay, so let's focus on that majority. Okay. Can you stop doing that? Seriously, I'm barely doubling the number that I'm losing every turn. If I keep going like this, I'll be broke in a few billion years. If they shoot down enough of these 88s for long enough, I might have to put one more city on wealth. I don't want to be put in that position. Okay, yeah, these guys can hit Cheyenne and Omaha, so they got good coverage. Okay, hit him. What's with this? He's still got 2. Kill him. Fairly certain the rest of these guys are in range of the 87Bs. But, well, we can hit Raleigh from here. That's crazy. Yeah, do that. I don't even know what Raleigh's got. I'm pretty sure we've already beaten it into the dirt over the last turn or two. Now, I just realized, taking Jacksonville, that's their only coastal city, other than Miami, of course, up until you reach Philadelphia. Like, that's a That's all quite a stretch without any coastal cities, but a bunch of cities that are near the coast. Okay, we just blew something up. That area is important to the enemy. Important enough that they're going to put planes in here. Of course, it could also be building bombers, because we know that they do that. Oh, good, we can get the one on the mountain. How many 87Bs? A lot. More than enough. Do I have a Dornier here? How far can we see? Okay. Did we just kill that thing? Holy smokes. Maybe we didn't. Thought I saw the number of bars underneath change, indicating the stack had shrunk. Of course you were. The lack of defense on 87Bs is miserable. There we go, that's a kill. Thanks for not telling me what happened. There we go. Okay, definitely we want to destroy this Jackson if we can, or at the very least we will strand it injured in the middle of nowhere. But I do not want that thing jumping into a city and fortifying it at full health before we can stop it. Okay. I figure these guys are going to close in on us, so we're going to hold for a turn. Yeah, that'll do. Might as well force him to leave. We'll kill him eventually if he gets in the way, but I don't see a reason to waste my time with him otherwise. And these guys just really want to not be alive anymore. Desperately so. Okay, I think bombing anything else is pretty much a waste of time. I suppose we could hit St. Louis. It's a big city. We're probably going to have to wear it down a bit. And it's got Jacksons and probably some planes in its airspace, so yeah, we should probably deal with that. I think I will move my tank closer. We could probably take out that radar tower. His presence will make them a little too nervous to put up another one. This is a toughie. It's not breaking easily. So looks like 3 Wolverines and a Jackson is what I'm estimating here. We're only bringing them down 1 hit point at a time. There's probably some light tanks and infantry underneath them. And maybe some artillery and artillery offensives. Now that we've taken away America's oil, there's no fortified infantry. Okay. Now that we've taken away America's oil, they're sort of in a precarious situation bombardment-wise, so I think they're just going to be pumping all their resources into artillery offensives, pretty much. I guess they do still have actual strong bombers, but I believe the ones they can build... Is it the B-17? I can't remember which one they're actually using. But those will likely be replaced by artillery offensives, for the most part, because I think they're expensive. And they can pump out artillery offensives fast, and even though they're one-shots, they do a lot of damage. That's nothing like the Russian artillery corps. That's hit for like a 70 bombard. They're ridiculous. Okay, now, even if there's no one else to really hurt, we are going to hammer the population of St. Louis into the dirt. They only have 1 infantry, so I don't think we'll get shot down too much, even just doing this. Is this in range? 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Philadelphia, or Indianapolis is within 84 or 87B range of St. Louis. So if we can take that, that's where they're going. Unfortunately, it's going to be a couple of turns before we can take it. The forests are in just the worst position possible. Like there's an entrance in the back, but we're not hitting them from that direction. Okay, I think that's enough damage to them. You guys will wait, actually. I'll put them into Nashville. We'll go battles back on. See if we can grab Nashville here. That is not what you want to have guarding your base if you are the Germans. Or if you're the Americans. If you're the Germans, this is exactly what you want to see. The 3Gs, I guess. I don't want to waste something good. And I only have 1 Panzer Grenadier and Stug in this stack. The ones with, yeah, they're the ones with big bombard. Excellent. Nashville's ours. Hey, a flak! You're dead. There's no way I'm letting that live. Okay. These guys move in. New Orleans. Right, battles. Forgot again. We got a few easy targets there. We definitely want to injure them badly. Can't have them getting any ideas. Oh, I only have a few planes here anyway. There we go. Yeah, you know what? We'll use these ones first. There we go. Alright. All of them are max movement and health. Cincinnati is surrounded by forest, my word. Alright, well, we're just going to try to punch right through them. Actually, we'll use you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be able to do this, and then retreat to Nash. Oh, right, battles. Yeah, whatever. Okay, we'll use the Stug to hit there. And then go here. The rest will follow. Okay. Well, I guess battles are back on. I think most all of our planes have moved. Well, not these ones, though. Oh, but I'm waiting on them. That's right. Okay, let's use the 4F2 here. It is injured, but so are they. I do not have that many tanks, but these are strong tanks that I do have. Dang radar tower, they're still getting its benefit. Okay, use a Stug to kill that. That thing can't even defend itself. That was close. Really close. Okay, yeah, we'll dispatch a few 3Gs over here. The rest of you. This way. What injured him? Oh, maybe a Blackburn? Whatever. Keep moving. Shouldn't have left them exposed, dummies. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go back to this stack. We're going to try to take Raleigh. Excellent. How many hit points? Just 10. I say just, as if that's not a ridiculous amount of hit points. They have 2 Jacksons in here? Had 2 Jacksons in here? My word. Okay, and there's going to be another Wolverine. That is unfortunate, because I'm out of tanks. Real tanks. 1, 2... Okay, wouldn't matter. That's too far anyway. Alright, I guess we're hitting them with a Panzer Grenadier. This is not ideal. Okay, but it worked. Oh, a garrison. That's classic. Don't you dare lose to this, Stug. the garrison was higher defense. Whatever. I won't question it. Let's see. What are these guys even doing here? If I remember, we're just bringing them up. I'm gonna grow and either, well, they're probably gonna go on the one of these other jungle spots, so I guess one more road won't hurt. Okay, so it's pretty much maxed here. These ones are absolutely using the mountains, though, so we'll mine up those. Yeah, I think they're going to be able to sustain themselves a little bit. Probably not going to be able to do much else, though. Might as well throw down a mine there for fun. Boy, does it even matter? Actually, that should give good coverage. Okay, everyone else here should have 2 movement. Yes. All of them will go there. Did I take them all? Good. I don't foresee Boise having a ton of defenses, but it'll probably have more than we expect. Let's see. We'll split a few off. That'll probably be good. They'll go to Boise. Do I have an injured one in here? No, yeah, but can't move. Okay. And the rest of them will go to Portland. We're gonna fix it. Surgical. Boy, just look at that map. The U.S. is in a bad state. We've now officially taken all of California from them, which definitely hurts. They still somehow have a Floridian city, but we're closing in. Which basically means our fleet has outlived its usefulness in the bay, or the Gulf. I think I'll sail my ships out from St. John's and we'll start bombarding the coast. The Canadian coast. My men who are in there need to re-heal, and once they are healed up, what little is there is probably going to go land and try to take another city. I don't know if I'll send more soldiers by transports. It won't really matter. But since we've cleared out all the enemy fighters, pretty much, we can use St. John's as a base for all of our Junker 88s, and we can just hammer the whole coast with them. I've got a lot of ships. Dang, can't even fit them all. Okay, I totally forgot about this stack. Yeah, I mean, we got stacks in both. Yeah, just start heading north, I guess. I'll hopefully go through and find all the empty convoys and transports. Ooh. Here, we'll do this. Do we have a bunch of empty transports here? Yeah. And we have a U-boat. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Oh, that convoy can't move. But this guy can. Okay, the rest of them will stay there. You all get a move on. Of course, some of them couldn't move. Got a couple good tanks who can't get in here because I put in workers and German security divisions first. That's classic. Honestly, flak might get a little use over there. I'm so tempted. But it's a terrible idea. Whole other set of new tanks and whatnot in here. Did I not move any real defensive units in here? I don't think I did. Okay, well, San Francisco's a lot safer than Crescent City right now, so that'll work. Now let's see here. If we wake all, and I do this, what are we looking at? Okay, all the planes did come out. Okay. There's a few 87Bs that can't move, but these guys are good. Yeah, let's head towards Halifax. I think it's more important than Wolf Bay. Oh, wait, is the convoy in here with them? The convoys are. Okay, leave me those. And actually leave me the Gneisenau class. Okay, the rest of these guys, just fortify. And I believe, yeah, I do have more ships. We may as well take them. We'll leave the rest. Okay, other than them, do I have any leftover units around here? I've got this. It can't get the swamp ones, but it can get these guys. Okay, well, no, that's a panzer, so that can't do it. No infantry anywhere. None but security divisions. Yeah, no, I think we just kind of gotta go to the next... I guess there are more panzers here. Let's wake them up at least. Just keep the stacks rolling. Okay, everything else should be good. Yeah. And these are all healthy, so they're moving. I guess... What's in here? Yeah, I'm gonna send them over here. We need more tanks in that direction. I believe everything else is pretty much clear. Most of our guys are on the front lines, because I've been fronting them for a while now. Yeah. Cool. There's also these. Not that any of them really matter, but we'll take the security division. Leave him there. That should be all the ships. We'll swing them around the side. They might have a use up on the coast. Everything else should be infantry. They might as well get moving. Alright. Yeah, battles are on. Let's jump to next turn. Dang, they still have some of those things. Yeah, it's one less. So I probably should start bombing their Rust Belt if I can and I've got leftover planes. Just to finish off what remains of their B-29s. But they're having trouble actually hitting us. I think, because I have some Falkwolves on top, they're actually tanking pretty good. This does sort of confirm, though, that America is focusing production. Ah! They are here. Okay, we're going to have to bomb out that middle road, keep them from interfering with our army. Hey. Interesting. Another guy who's going to attack the infantry. And not to point out the obvious, but I've got like 1,000,000 infantry in that stack. And the infantry aren't even really doing anything in this invasion. They're just coming in behind, clearing out resistors, and the occasional one of their infantry that breaches my lines. And their infantry aren't better enough to guarantee like a solid victory. It's like 50-50 on who's going to win that sort of fight. I don't think this has been very well thought out by them. That's what I'm getting at. But anything to draw their attention. It's annoying watching them get away. Alright, well, if I can delay them long enough... Let me think. Next turn, if I bomb out a road, that middle road, and then move closer, they'll be on the road the following turn, but then we can take Fort Chip where we are and stop them. They'll close in, I'll bring my 87Bs over. Oh, I don't know what the attack value on those is. Well, there goes a Wolverine for free. I'll take it. Because I don't think they can build those either. Ah. Of course it would. Onto the swamps, really? just to make my life inconvenient. Where are you guys going? Oh, they know I can't get them. Oh, that's infuriating. Well, it isn't going to work. I have security divisions in the area. I'm pretty sure we could still get them. Alright, well, they're pushing at an intelligent spot. I do not have enough soldiers near the capital. I thought I had more tanks there. I don't have enough to effectively clear them out. We're going to have to be relying on bombers. But I'm pretty sure I still have more than enough bombers to guarantee they don't actually make any progress. They're bombing Boise. Interesting. That one's out. And the Brits are still focusing all their attention on the US for some reason, instead of their country that I'm actively taking. Well, whatever, we're still just going to keep chewing at them on all sides. Taking Denver is going to give us a lot of territory. Taking St. Louis is going to give us a lot more. I mean, that you can see on the map right now, there's the whole middle section of the U.S. is all still green. That's basically just those two cities. If I take those from them, then like the entire thing shrinks up and turns gray. So I think we'll have this in the bag after a little bit. I should have known, though. The army they've got running around Canada wouldn't stay away. Who knows? If I take the Canadian city, it might cause them to back off. But what that also means is I'm either going to have to bomb out more roads after that first one, or I'm going to have to guarantee that I take that city first try. Like with my initial army, I can't wait for the tanks behind to come in. Excellent. Austin is clear. That was one of the bigger resistance spots because I didn't bomb them all out. Actually, let's see. Panther every 5? Yeah, let's do that. Since they're already here, I guess I could set a continental rally point. I don't know if that would impact any of my other rally points. I don't think it should. We still have resistors out here? We do. We still got 2 of them in that city. I mean, it didn't really matter to me once I took Australia. The war in the Pacific was over. We had carved out the heart of the British power in the area. And there was no getting it back. Okay, so we had pollution over here. You, I guess. How do we still not have a bridge through here? That's frustrating. You. And you, I guess. That'll work. Alright, well, a couple of these guys might kill some of theirs. I think I'll use infantry to hopefully kill him and these two. We'll take Denver, close in on St. Louis, but we won't be able to actually take it. Although I can seize this group of horses. If that's their only one, they won't be able to build more of their cavalry. I did move 87 Bs up here, so there's not a ton of them. But probably enough that we can just clear out all of these guys. Yeah, we'll focus on that. I'll pile tanks in and everything else. We'll start healing up. We take Miami, and that'll be it. For down here, the south will be ours. I just gotta kill those guys, and now that they're off of the swamp, I can do that. I might, though, focus, like I'll use 88s to beat all these groups down, and use my Panzer Grenadiers, because I've got quite a few of them, and these higher health tanks, and start killing guys with those, and then use the 87Bs to beat down Richmond and take it. That'll put us right outside Washington. Like, that's a good spot to be in, especially if we kill all their guys in the process. We always want to keep advancing. Cincinnati and St. Louis are still going to be another turn each, and I think even once we take them, Indianapolis, and Chicago, and Detroit, and Milwaukee, because of all of the forests. Pittsburgh, yeah, that's forest too. Yeah, Pittsburgh too, there's no close approach. All of those are going to take at least 2 turns, even with favorable borders, wherever they fall. So those are going to take some time. But Washington's got a grassland right there, and it's right up on top of it, and then it's the same thing with the rest of these on the East Coast. We can just start rapidly taking major cities. Augusta, Albany, Buffalo don't matter that much. Buffalo's kind of big, but it doesn't matter that much. Oh, we're going to do some good work here. I'll fly these guys over here while I still remember. And I might start reaching out with excess bombers just to try and kill the stuff that's hitting us at a distance. I'm sort of tired of that. As for these... Now that sucks. I'm going to have to hit that road because... Well, I guess, no, I have 88s. They'll work. But I would like them to come in so that I can get them. I assume where this stack is, the others aren't far behind. But that's fine. They can run right into the wood chipper and we'll tear through them. These guys have already forced the others to flee. Did I keep any of the 87Bs around? Just a few 88s. Yeah, no, I think this is going to be good up here. We can finally do something about all of these other American soldiers. Let's see, so they're building Wildcats, maybe. Those could be old fighters, but they're probably building them. B-17s. Hate those things. Still 7 B-29s. We destroy those. That's it for them. They're building 1941 destroyers. They're actually building those. They still have an escort carrier, probably in New York. That's generally, I think, where they train. The Special Fortress, I'm assuming, is in Washington. That'd be my guess. No idea where the garrisons are. Could be other East Coast cities, but they had one in Crescent City, so I have no clue. There's a bunch of notable cities left to take. Yeah, it's still going to be a few turns before we make any real progress on Canada. It's frustrating. But at least by the time my army gets up here, most of the mountain cities will be ours. Those are the ones that take a really long time to get. The rest of these, they're quite spread out, but we can get them pretty fast. I wonder, you know, Japan could try to drop troops off here and just ride through the tundra and take something like this before us. I think it's literally impossible for them to do, but it'd be interesting if they actually tried that. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for this one. If you haven't yet, please check the link in the description for my book. If you'd like to look at it, give it a read, and if you'd like the read, give it a positive review. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one.